Hi everyone, my name is Megan. I am a Canadian currently living in the Netherlands, for those who don't know. I also have an Instagram, which is at teachingpassion_empathy, same thing as this YouTube channel, but without the capital letters. I'm so glad to be here. So this is one of my first videos for my YouTube channel, except the read-alouds I made. And this is going to be where I try to share as much as possible my student teaching journey and my journey in getting my baccalaureate in education for being a high school teacher in English. So I'm currently living in the Netherlands. I'm an international student at a University of Applied Sciences here. I am starting next week on the 25th. I have my orientation for my first year of my bachelor's degree, and I am so excited. Very excited. I've already started reading some of my books, which I have beside me here. I've planned so much, probably way more than most people. When I show my family what I've done, they laugh. But I'm an organizational freak. I love organizing everything and just making everything pretty. It just makes me more motivated to use it. And if you go to my Instagram, I have a more detailed video on the 4 books that I had already received. So 4 of them I will go through more quickly, and the other ones I will go more in detail. So make sure to go check my Instagram if you want to see those. And thank you for being here. I'm so glad. Let's get started. So first of all, I will show you a bit of how I set up my school stuff. I'll show you a bit of accessories I have, and then I will show you my books. And as I go through my books, I can also show you things I created to go with my school books. And in front of me here, if you see me looking here, I have my computer with my list of books so that I know for which class I need them, so that I can tell you for which class I'm using them. And if you guys have any PD books or recommendations, the books to read for me to be a better teacher, please do not hesitate to comment down below. I would be super excited to look into those books. So yeah, let me show you my setup. I'll turn the camera around. So this is my setup for school. So these are my books for the whole year with the ones in here. But how my school works is you have 4 periods in the... Sorry, I have to redo my nails. We have 4 periods. Each period's of a couple of weeks, and then an exam week, and then next period. So my books are divided per period. These are the ones I need for the rest of the year. And in here I have 4 books that I need for the first period. So I've separated them for class. So this book is for my phonetics class. I have a writing class, but there's no books needed for it. Then these 2 books are for these 2 are for my education 2 class, which I think is adolescent development, if I'm right. And then this last one is for my professional development class, which I only have in period 1 because we don't have internship in period 1, but starting in period A and then starting period B, I have internship, so I don't have that class anymore. So I've separated them in here. And then this I've already shown previously too, but I'll show it again. It's just it's my replacement for a binder. And here I will be putting for the full year all the papers I do or the projects I do. And then here I have different folders. I have a couple of them which are just these ones are just empty for now. I've only placed, let me show. I'm gonna hide my family name. I've only put this cover, which is Teacher Education Year 1, 2020-2021, and this is just so I can use it for internship or for a project, or if I have extra papers, I can use that. Then I have one more folder in here that's my mindfulness journal folder, however you want to call it, which is for my mornings to be ready and to feel confident. I have one in here that's for just some personal stuff, so I also write, so I have some writing stuff in here. And then the last one is my we have a professional development tutor person, which is I'm just hiding my name which is how would I say it? It's like a person, like a mentor. That's what I was looking for there. It's mentor. So in here I just have some different information about my school year, which I've gotten so far. And then I also keep, sorry, a bit wobbly. First time filming, I'm gonna try and be more stable. I also have my personal planner. Oops, let me get it out. This is my personal planner, which I designed myself on Personal Planner. I love that website. I love their things. I absolutely love this agenda. I also have a review of this on my Instagram, so if you want to see a detailed review of this, you have to go check my Instagram. And then I have a pencil case, which at the moment just holds some old highlighters. My birthday is next week, and I asked for my birthday for flare pens, ink toys, and some different colored pencils to bring with me. Here I have some labels, which I'll show you. I made some labels to identify all my books. And then this is my big binder that I have for my whole year, which is basically I have all my classes for the first period, which is 4 classes, and then I have just some plastic covers where I can put sheets in, and then this is my classes for the 3rd period, or 2nd period, period B. This is period C, and then this is period D. So this is my first year. I absolutely love this cover too, and I love how everything, like all the colors tie together. That's my favorite part of this. And then I have my ID card, which I just got today, so that's very exciting. And then my books, obviously. So I'll set you guys down, turn it around, and then we'll dive into the books because that's what you're here for. That was my setup. The books that are piled up beside me, I didn't say though. Those ones I keep on the side of my desk. I only keep the 2 wooden book bins, which you saw they were gray. I actually painted those with spray paint. They used to be wood color and kind of rough. And I tried to sand them down and to paint them with spray paint, but they're still rough. But I love the color. I absolutely love how the gray turned out. But I might go get like a finish to put on top so that it's a bit glossy and that it will help with the texture, because I really, maybe I'm the only one, but I really don't like the texture of like little wooden shards getting into your fingers. Okay, so let's dive into the books. For my period A of my program, I have 4 classes. I have writing 1, which does not have any books. I think you're provided with some short stories, if I'm not mistaken. Then I have phonetics, which for that class I have the English phonetics and pronunciation practice book. It looks like this. It's a very complete guide, I must say, including little illustrations. I have not looked through this yet because I don't understand anything about pronunciation yet, or phonetics, so I will wait until the teacher can help with this and really dive into this with school. But I can show you the bookmarks I made. So I have 12 books total, and I made 12 bookmarks. 3 different colors. I have yellow, pink, and turquoise, which are the colors of my 3 folders, which is a bit my color scheme with gray. And I made 12. I made 4 of each color to go in all my books so that I know exactly which page I'm at and I'm not looking for it. And I laminated them, which was my first time using a laminator, and I loved it. But I will show you. Once again, I'm just covering my family name for privacy reasons. They look like this. Once again, they just say Teacher Education in English and then my name. This is the name of my program, Teacher Education in English. And then obviously some things have year 1 written on it, or the year, but for this bookmarks I can reuse them for all the years. I can reuse them even once I'm a teacher, I don't care. So these are super nice. They're super thick and solid. I basically just printed off this with a font from Ella Fonts, and then I glued it on to a very thick cardboard, and then I glued the cardboard onto the lamination because it was sliding around, which you can see a bit on the back, but it's a bookmark. I don't mind. I'm gonna look at this side anyways. I absolutely love how they turned out. Also for my bookmarks. And then I also, like I said, made some labels for my books. Sorry, I have a fan, so my sheet keeps blowing up. And sorry if you can hear the fan also. Basically, what's written on it is my name and then Teacher Education. I will hide that, but I will show you the labels. They're basically the little feathers, the same as on my folders and on my binder replacement. It's called Show Album, but I'm just using it as a binder replacement. I absolutely love how they turned out. And it just makes it that this is my book. If I lose it, they will know it belongs to me. They will know in which program I'm in. I'm probably going overboard. Not everyone does this, but I enjoy it. So that's why I did it. So this is one of my books. Then after that I have Education 2, which if I'm not mistaken is Adolescent Development. For that one I needed the teacher's handbook, which looks like this. This is actually a Dutch book. It's made really for people who want to teach in the Dutch education system, but it's also about teaching in general. So there's a part which is teaching in general, and then there's a part which is about like different education, not systems, like different types of education Netherlands, because they have very much a lot of different types of education, which I won't go into details right now, but if you would like a video about the different types of education, let me know in the comments down below and I could probably make that happen. So once again, I have it, a bookmark I made. This one's the yellow one. It's the same font and everything in the front. I absolutely love it, and I have a label in here too. This is a pretty thick book, which I've looked into a bit, and I think I've actually already shown this one in a previous video. Let me think which books came. Yeah, I had this one come in. I had Dutch Way of Education, Written, and Teaching and Learning Languages. So yeah, this book I've already went into more detail in my other video on Instagram. And for that class I also needed the ingredients for great teaching. This book is actually a non-mandatory book. It was a recommended book. You didn't have to buy it, but it was like, the more reading I do, the more I'll be prepared to be a teacher. And then when I looked into the book list for next year, which is not the official one for me, but the ones I was studying this year in year 2 of the program, actually needed this book as a mandatory book. So I was like, why not get it and read it right away? So since it's not a mandatory book, I've already started reading it, as you can see, and I love taking notes. Let me move my bookmark. I love taking notes and highlighting as I read, and my notes are usually the main idea of each paragraph I write on the side, so that if I'm looking for something, I find it very quickly, and it also helps me remember what I read. And so far I've been really liking this book too. It's all about how to be a great teacher and how to be there for your students and all different techniques and research, and it's really making me think and see the teaching world in a very different way, and I absolutely love this book. The different sections are, well, it's a bit hard. The first one is just an introduction. It's called Cooking, Medicine, and Evidence. It's explaining different concepts. The second part is Prior Knowledge, How Learning Begins. This one's very interesting. I've started it. Then the subject matter knowledge of the teacher, Make them think. Repeat, pause, repeat, linger, pause, repeat. I think this is about lesson planning. The importance of practice, metacognition, teaching your pupils and students how to learn. Evaluate and give feedback. Use multimedia but use it wisely. Have a vision and it does not matter which one. Like your pupils and underlying themes. So those are the different sections of this book, which so far I am absolutely loving. I'm reading it without even being in school yet, so that's a good sign. And then for my professional development, it was once again a non-mandatory book, but like I said, same thing as the other one. Next year they actually need it, and I was just very interested in this one. They asked for Teach Like a Champion, the #1 version, but I bought the #2 version because it has more techniques in it, and it's revisited. It's a very thick book, so I don't think I will go through it all on my own, but it's a very good book, I think, to have also in your career. And it comes with DVD or CD. Is it a DVD or a CD? A DVD, where you can see the different techniques, the 62 techniques they teach you in this book. You can actually see them in practice in a real classroom on the DVD, which is amazing. Then you don't only read about it, you can see it and learn from what you see, and I love this idea. And it's really, there's a lot. There's checking for understanding, and in that there's many categories, but I won't go in everything. There's academic ethos, ratio, 5 principles of classroom culture. Oh, that's not okay. Then I'll go through all the sections too. I thought there was more parts, but there's only 4 parts and then sections in the parts. There's gathering data and student mastery, collecting on data and culture error, setting high academic expectation, planning for success, lesson structure, pacing, building ratio through questioning, building ratio through writing, building ratio through discussion, systems and routines, high behavioral expectations, and building character and trust. And in those sections there's like all the techniques. There's 62 techniques total. So I'm very excited to get into reading this one, but first I'm going to finish the great ingredients for teaching. The ingredients for great teaching. Sorry about that. Now let's get into the pile of the other books. I'm going to show you the next books, but first I'm just going to drink something because I'm very thirsty from all the stocking and it's very hot up here in the attic. Okay, so for period B, I have Literature 1 and Education 1. I thought I had 3 courses. Let me see in my binder what I wrote. Maybe I'm just mistaken. Also, 2 classes is like very small, so I'm very curious what my schedule will look like. Oh yeah, here it says I have 2 in my book list, but up in my what my school year should look like, I think phonetics goes into period B also because it's a very big book and there's a lot of concepts to learn. So that's why I thought there was 3. So for Literature 1, there was nothing to buy. For Education 1, which is, let me go see. Education 1 is Introduction to Teaching. You needed the Teacher's Handbook, which is the same as the other one, and the Dutch Way of Education, which is actually one of them that I already showed in my Instagram, so I won't go into it, but this is all about the Dutch education system. And then for period C, I have grammar. For that class, I need the Oxford Practice Grammar, which is this one, which is intermediate level. I'm not very excited for this, because honestly, when I look into it, I'm getting flashes to my high school English. But I'm sure it's very important. I don't really struggle with grammar, but I must say that a good refresher of why I write a certain way or why I use a certain rule will be very useful for me to be a better English teacher. So I'm just going to take it with an open mind and see it as I'm learning so I can be a better teacher for my students. So this is one of the books. Wait, do you want me to go? Should I? Do you want me? You can't answer me right now. I will do it for all of them, is show you what is inside the book. Okay, so this book contains words and sentences, verbs, which is different tenses of the verbs, question, negatives and answers, modal verbs, the passive, the infinitive in the ing form, nouns and agreement, articles, this, my, some, a lot of, etc., pronouns, adjectives and adverbs, prepositions, verbs and prepositions and adverbs, reported speech, relative clauses, conditionals in wish, linking words, and there's an appendix. So that's very much a lot of different things that can be a good refresher. I'm very excited. Well, very excited is a big word. I'm excited to be able to be a better teacher for my students. So this. Then, wait, no. Yeah, for period C, then I have methodology 1, which, I don't know if it tells me what it is. No, it's just methodology 1, which I think is just how to teach, because the books I need is a course in English language teaching. So I guess the other one was how to be a teacher, and this is how to teach English or languages. So I have a course in English language teaching. This one is a very nice book, a lot of information. I'm super excited. It says, English teaching today, what do I need to know? The lesson, the text, the task, teaching vocabulary, teaching grammar, error correction, teaching listening, teaching speaking, teaching reading, teaching writing, assessment and testing, the syllabus, materials, teaching content, classroom interaction, classroom discipline, learner differences, age, learners differences, teaching heterogeneous classes, teacher development. So that's very interesting. A lot of good information in here. Super excited to go into that. You're gonna hear me say super interested, super excited, very a lot. I cannot hold it in. I'm so excited. My family's literally fed up of me talking about it every single time. Like, oh, I'm starting school soon. I look like a 5-year-old. But it's a good sign, means I'm going into the right career. And then for that one, I could also buy the communicative language teaching, putting principles to work from Brandel K. I did not buy that one. It cost 1,000 euros. I'm not paying that. My course is already 8,500 euros. I'm not paying that for a book that's not mandatory, so I did not buy that one. And then it goes to period D, where I have culture 1, where I'm learning about Britain. So I have this book all about Britain, culture-wise, not about teaching or anything. This one I already have shown in my Instagram, so go look at that if you want more information. Then I have speaking 1, which shows nothing to buy. And then I have education 3A, which was learning at school. And then for this one, I have Learning Theory Simplified. I have this one. This is all about the different theories that go with teaching. So it's like this. It's it's all like different. Let me show you. For example, like neuralism, humanism, professionalism, and then in those there's different people who have theories about that, and it's all simplified for you. So I'm not going to go through all that because it's a big index and it's just different theories, but I think it'll be very interesting to learn all about these different theories, to have like an open mind and know which ones I want, which elements from which I want to pick to put into my teaching. So that's very interesting. Then I have the teacher's handbook again, which is the same one as I had in period A. That one we use all along our program. And then the teacher's, and the great ingredients for teaching. Wait, teaching and learning languages. I skipped a class. I skipped the book. In methodology 1, the period C one, I also have this one, which is teaching and learning languages. I've actually read this whole book already. It was super interesting. I do find that this book is a perfect book. Like, we only see it in period C, but I would have put this book as a summer reading. Like, I read it and it felt like a resume of all the different aspects of teaching. So I flew to it super quick, and it's just really made me be ready for my program, because I have this resume of all the different theories and all the different ways of teaching. So I'm glad I read it before, and then I'm just more ready for this class. And then, yeah, teacher's handbook, like I was saying, for education 3A, and the ingredients to great teaching is also used again for that class. And then in my book list, I also have 2 extra books that I don't remember in which classes they're for. I'm pretty sure this one is for speaking, so it's ESL role plays, and I was not sure if I should buy them, but then I was like, more information is not bad, and more training is not bad when you want to be a teacher. And this one, ESL role plays, is basically just 50 different role plays you can do with your classroom, and all the steps. There's the warm-up, the setup, the role play, the wrap-up, there's discussion questions, there's all the like task cards all made for you in this. So I was like, this is a book that I can bring into my career. So I said, why not? Let's get it. And I can always adjust them to fit into what I want to do in my program. So I got that one. And this one is a practical guide to teaching foreign languages in secondary school, which is a very good one, I think, because I will be teaching in high school, which I'm a bit terrified of teenagers, but I think it will go well. I just need to get adapted. And this one is about teaching foreign languages and how to motivating pupils to learn foreign languages, presenting new vocabulary, developing skills, developing listening skills, speaking skills, reading and writing skills, grammar, intercultural, like a lot of things that can help me with my career too. So I also got it, and I think some teachers will also be using this book, and it looks like this. It's a very nice book, also very high quality cover, I find, compared to some of the ones I've had. Like, this one is just like paper, and then this one is, as you can see, is glossy. Way better quality. But those are for all my books, which is extremely exciting. I cannot wait to start school. So how it works, on the 25th of August, I have my orientation, which is basically you meet your professional development tutor, you meet some students. Usually it would be in person, but this year with the COVID-19, it is online, so I don't know how that will go for meeting students, and I don't know how many students I will have in my classroom because of, like, I don't know how many peers I'll have in my classroom because I'm in an international program, which means it's only international students, but with COVID-19, some students from certain countries cannot come, so I think a lot of students have cancelled their application and will enroll when COVID-19 is gone. So I don't know how much students will be, which is a bit sad because I want to make friends and I want to interact with other people, which I find is one of the best ways of learning, but at the same time, less students means more attention from the teachers, which is not a bad thing. So for that, I'm very excited. So this was for my book haul, unboxing, school supplies. I don't know what to call this video, but it's about my school books, so something about my school books and school materials. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys ever want any of them, how to make any of the things I've shown you, or more details in something, or if you have books that you recommend for me to read, please comment down below. Please like, and if you like this video, it really helps my channel. If I know you like this video, then I know to make more of it. And subscribe if you want to keep going on this journey. That also helps my channel grow. And thank you so much. You can also head over to my Instagram and follow me there if you would like. Thank you very much. Oh, and one last note. For those of you who are here from Instagram, because I will also be posting this on Instagram. Obviously, you're not on my YouTube channel, but you can do the opposite and go check out my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being here. So glad to see you here. Goodbye.